Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make... Fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Now a man who turned 40 back in August. He might not like me for that one, but it's true. Shane Leck. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Offside, defense. A penalty is declined.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time... unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Miller, the lone setback. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Osweiler now off the bootleg. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. And down he goes in the end zone. Osweiler unable to get away, and that results in a safety. So this is now the 4th time in the last 6 Super Bowls that we've had a safety. Obviously, that's strange when you figure during the regular season, on average, you'll see a safety about once every 14 games. So an oddity here, to say the least. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 50 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught outright by Graham. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule. As he The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. But he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Play action. Now Osweiler. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right. There, nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Whitney merciless. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield, and they'll go on the ground. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Unable to connect there on the pass play. So 2nd and 10 here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one. He's got him in. Complete. 10. And touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 69 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again on the field. They are in search of really nothing. I mean, they have seemingly found all the answers, haven't they, defensively?
And I know that they go into a game with a plan and an idea of what they want to do. But I think this goes beyond their expectations because they're beating them to the punch on each and every play. And it is something to see because right now, on the other side of the ball, they've got to be getting a little bit frustrated. What can we run to try and move things? Then you flip it back. That defense isn't just controlling the other offense. They're setting up their own offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And putting them in a great position to score.
Seen a lot of head scratching on one side, not so much on the other.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10, it's Osweiler again. He rifles one that's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, a defensive guy that can make things happen.
Arguably the best center fielder in the game today. He patrols the middle of the field with speed and with fury.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm a martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll come out nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 2015 Pro Bowler, K'Wan Short, coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Out to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Stewart is the lone setback. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll buy some time right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it for a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's going to let it go again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And Cam Newton's not coming off. The field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Newton to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 short. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go with Rawls. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into it. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Stewart is the lone setback. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The two-time Pro Bowler, Bobby Wagner, able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw for Newton. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run
into a double team, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas.
the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off.
One of my old coaches used to say that pressure bursts pipes. Pressure also leads to picks, Brandon, and there is definite pressure right here. The blitz is on, and as a quarterback, if you take your eyes off your downfield receiver for just a split second to adjust, a lot of times that's all it takes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the ground, Rolls. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Thomas Rolls, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Penalty marker is down here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
On 1st down, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw on second down is Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Mike Cyphers now in his 14th season on to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And there's a flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. That penalty is declined.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down following the incompletion.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 2015 All-Pro Thomas Davis coming. On the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And there's a flag on the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Offside. Defense.
So we've reached halftime and Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now it's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time. And
now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Greg Olsen, 54 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have bent a little bit, but they really haven't broken. I mean, both offenses, we've seen it. They move the ball. We've got a low-scoring game. They can't score a ton.
Feels like a chess match, and I'm not great on the board. I'll be frank about the whole thing. But right now, both defenses, when it comes to time to ring the bell and score, they've kept the offenses in check and kept this game at a pretty level spot. Can one of them break through, though? Can one of them make a play? Either side of the ball that changes the complexion of this one.
Well, they're going to try to break through here. Unable to connect there on the pass play. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He may try and run for this. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. This time, Wilson will throw. Steps away to his left. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. Wilson going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Charles Johnson in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
Charles Johnson has played sick of most of his career going after the quarterback. That was his second sack of the game, and most of the time he gets to those QBs with quickness. That's how he gets it done.
And how about this, a fake? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Now a first down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Stewart is the lone setback. And the tight end Olsen, right side.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
2nd and 5. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Flush to his right. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Newton on 1st down. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10, Newton again. Rolling to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Newton on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. From the gun, here's Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping that...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Bobby Wagner in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Forget it. I'm not going to criticize the play call. I'm just going to praise the defense. That was a spot where they could have very easily just folded up and said, they've got us on the run. We're going to give up a touchdown here. No. They stiffened, bowed up on that one, handled their keys and everything else. And now the field goal is no longer a gimme. And we've seen, remember Blair Walsh with the Vikings in the playoffs against Seattle?
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got... two more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
Wilson to throw. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now it's Ginn. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And they have been so strong all game long. They just need to show up here one final time, Charles.
And this isn't a spot where they're going to run out onto the field and look at his...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's back to throw. Unable to connect there on the pass play. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl.
She's up against them all, but the writing's on the wall. There's more than meets the eye with her. Nothing I can do, I'm left without a clue. She sees it all in black and white or blue. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them all. No, she never will admit the one she wants she never get. She never knows when to quit. I started up the skies. Her heart is where fire lies. Can see it in her painted eyes. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them all. She don't seem to understand what she wants to do. Light a fire, hit and run, like good rebels do. She wants to overthrow our love.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the San Diego Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. So we're all set for football now from snowy Pittsburgh. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And, oh, that is going to be Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Penalty marker is down here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
One receiver left. That's Allen. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd down, Dalton. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. 3rd down and 5. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. One receiver left, that's Allen. Play fake to Gordon, now Rivers. So they're unsuccessful there, hooking up on the pass. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Rivers off the play fake to Woodhead. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well.
And look at this, it's a fake. That is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The rookie from Ohio State, Joey Bosa, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And there's a flag on the play. Throwing, Dalton, and over the middle, it's LaFell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And on this challenge, the rest.
After review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to shake off. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
1 man in the backfield is Gordon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On play action, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the...
And look at this, another fake. And some room to work. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team is committed to running the football. You can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Only 1 score in the first quarter, and it came from the defense. It's a tight game here early. More from the Steel. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. 10, and touchdown. Brandon LaFell, yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. Here's Dalton to throw for it. Caught Eifert over the middle. And so they're able to convert the two-point try. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And there's a flag on the field.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Going up top. Unable to connect there on the pass play.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Throwing Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up.
draw. Hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form. Doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing. Moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance. Who's in a bedroom? Who's in a brand new cuneiform? Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Light zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, abroad. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction. A miss and a push and a pick.